In this task, we're going to create a query to search for a specific number of items in our database. Now, a query is a posh term for a search because we are leading a query on a database. To do this, we're going to click the Create button on the top, and then what we're going to do is click on Query Design. Now this is going to show the table that we have. So we've got one here, data. So what we do is we click on that data one, and then we click on add, and then we close. This then shows me a list of all of the fields that are in our database. Now this is a little bit tricky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the top one here, hold down the Shift key on the keyboard, which is the one just above the control, and then click on the bottom one. What this does is it selects all of these fields here, and then I'm going to click, hold down with the mouse, drag, and then leave go. Now, if for some reason you can't do that, you can click on each one of these individually, drag them and drop them. All right, so you can do that, but obviously selecting them all at once is easier. Now, you need to think of a search. So if I just switch back to the data here, you could search for all of the people who have a loyalty card and have spent over, or have an average spend over £5 as an example. So how would we do that? Well, if I go to my search here, and what I'm going to do is look at this line here which says criteria. So I'm going to say yes for that one, has a loyalty card, and then average spend, I've put greater than 5. Now what that is doing is it's basically saying return all of the people who have a loyalty card with an average spend over 5. Now to run this query, if I click back on the Design tab here, and then click the Run tool here. Now what this does is it shows me all of the people in this database who have a loyalty card with an average spend over £5. And obviously you can screenshot this process. Now just to show you, the original data is still here. The search is here. Now if you need to edit the search again to make it a little bit more complex, click on the view, click on Design View, and now we're back into this query again. This time we're going to make it a little bit more tricky. So what I'm going to do is I want to see how many people have got a loyalty card with an average spend over 5 and who have not signed up for marketing. So I'm going to put a no in here for this one. This time I'm going to run the database query again by clicking the Run, and this now has returned all of the people who have a loyalty card with an average spend over 5 but don't have a marketing account or haven't signed up for marketing emails. So what we need to do is make sure you screenshot this entire process and explain what your search is. Now you don't have to use the search criteria that I've used, and I'd encourage you not to use this one because you're going to do your own search for this. Now, what we need to also do is save this query. To save the query, you can either right click on it and then click save, or if you right click on it and close it, it'll ask you to save as well. So if I click on save, I'm going to say a query to search for loyalty cards, average spend and marketing. Click OK, and what you'll notice on the side, you'll now have a new tab which will appear called Queries, and then your search will also be here. Now once you've done this, you can then close the query and then you return back to the normal data view. When you are doing your search, you might find that no results appear. That is absolutely fine. It just may be that the items you search for don't match the data you've got. Just double check with your teacher to make sure it looks okay.